Hey, what's up guys? Stefan here. So today I want to talk to you about my top 4 ways to overcome producer's block or beatmaker's block, whatever you want to call it. It happens to the best of us. Sometimes we sit down and we just cannot formulate any ideas, or the ones we do formulate are just trash or just not up to the standard that we're used to. One of my subscribers is going through this right now and asked the question, and it's one I've had many times. So I thought, why not encapsulate this into a video and give a comprehensive answer to show you how I deal with this issue. Now I know there's many ways to deal with this, and I would love to hear your ways in the comment section below. Number 1, now this is my surefire way. Now this tends to yield results. Remix songs. Now what I do is I head over to Google, I type in acapellas and I search through the sites. Now, I look for songs that I've never heard before, and that's an important part right there. Songs that you've never heard before, okay? Now, you want to look for studio acapellas. Try to stay away from DIY acapellas, because DIY acapellas are where people attempt to filter out the music themselves. Now, some sound better than others, but generally they don't sound too good. After that, I head over to this site right here, type in the song and get the tempo. This is usually correct, or it might just be 1 dB, or sometimes if the producer's cheeky, it might be half a dB out. So sometimes you may have to do something like 126.5 BPM. Then I drop it into my DAW, usually Logic Pro 10, and make the beat. Once I've made the beat, I remove the vocals, and there's my track. Now, why do I like to do this? Why produce over an acapella just to remove it? Well, for me, what it does, it puts on what I like to call a limiter, especially if I'm working with a singer. So what it does, it forces me to, or it forces you to work within that singer's melody. So if you're producing to that melody, you are limited to the chords that you can play. So the chords have to fit with that melody, and also any counter melodies, riffs or motifs that you play in have to fit with that melody. They have to fit with any harmonies in the track also. Now this forces you to sometimes think out of your own comfort zone, your own space, you start playing chords that you wouldn't tend to normally do if you were left to produce by yourself. Now it's almost the same as working with an artist in the studio, because you're feeding off the energy of that artist. You're feeding off the lyrical content and the passion and the melodies specifically and the harmonies that they're singing. And once you remove the vocals, no one will know any different. So definitely try it out, and remember, do it with songs you've never heard before, because then you won't be influenced by the sound of the actual original track. And it's also quite fun to see how the actual track really sounds once you've finished your version, so you can compare the two. Number 2, try a different DAW. If you're feeling uninspired with your DAW, switch. It doesn't have to be permanent. It can just be for a day. It can just be for a period of time. I did 30 days with Reason, and let me tell you, I was producing music that was totally different to the music that I've been producing in Logic Pro 10. And I'm back with Logic now, but I can go back to Reason whenever I want to, just to get that vibe if I need it. Different DAWs have different sounds, different ways of working, which will inspire you to create different music. Many softwares come with 30-day free trials, so just switch it up. Try something new. Try Ableton, try FL Studio, try Studio One, try Reason, try Pro Tools, whatever it is, just try it. I think Pro Tools has an actual free version as well that you can use, I think, for forever, So try something new. Number 3, learn the chords of a song that you like and repurpose those chords for your own beat. Now with this one, you don't want to rip off the chords completely. No, you don't want to do that. But what you can do, there's 2 things you can do actually. So the first thing is you can invert the chords. So you end up playing the chords with a different top note. So that changes the sound completely, because you now have a different melody on top. Or you can slightly reorder the chords. But the main thing is that you're gathering this chord library of chords that work well together. Now some of you may know I've done a lot of the legwork for you, and I created a pack called Popular Progressions that has 80 of these chord progressions from popular songs that I like that you can use in your beats. They come with MIDI loops and also audio loops, so you can drag and drop these into any DAW. And finally, number 4, Now this one is probably a bit more obvious, but there's still a lot of you guys that probably haven't ventured into this area yet, and I would definitely recommend it. And that is to sample or just use loops. Now it has the same principle as number one, because when you use samples and you use loops, there's material already there. So you're forced to work within, there's constraints basically, you're forced to work within a certain set of notes in terms of your melody and also your chords. And also your drum beat as well, because the rhythm of the sample will dictate the rhythm of your drum beat. Now there's quite a few different places where you can grab samples, and I speak about one of my top places in a video that I posted a couple of weeks ago, and you can check that out on screen right now. Alright guys, so that is it. I hope you picked up something new in this video today. If you did, be sure to let me know in the comment section below. Let me know which of these techniques or ways that you'll be applying in your music production going forward. Also, if you do have different methods that you use to overcome producer's block or beatmaker's block, be sure to let me know in the comment section below. Maybe something that I could start using for myself or someone else in the comment section can use also. Thanks again for watching, and be sure to let me know of any videos that you want to see in the future coming up, and subscribe for more videos just like this. I've been Stefan, and as always, happy beat making.